Do you want to comment on anything about this? What weird speculations? What?
I don't think it's necessary.
Okay, but isn't it weird?
Of course it's weird.
Like, yeah, okay.
It's weird when anybody,
It's different though.
gets the vaccine and then.
No, I didn't even know it was that.
Oh, it's not that.
I don't even know if it was that.
Oh, I don't know.
It was just.
The mysterious circumstances are
yes.
like that. He just did he hit his head? Did he not hit his head? He hit his head twice. Who was in the room? There was no forced entry. The side door was.
Yeah.
There's like a bit of there's a lot of unanswered questions.
There's a lot of unanswered questions, and there's unrest for me. But it's not my business to dig it up. I can have my own opinions of it that I keep to myself. I wouldn't only talk about it because you're here and we actually knew the man. And I want the family to have peace.
When a healthy person.
But he was as healthy as fuck.
Well, now listen. I never saw his medical records.
No.
But as far as the naked eye could see, somebody who is just fine,
vivacious as fuck,
just drops dead. It's someone that you love. You're gonna question it because you don't even want it to be real.
But
you don't even want it to be real. But he died.
It wasn't that he dropped dead. Like we could argue about other things. There was
blunt force trauma. Yeah. So what happened? I don't know. I don't know if there's going to be some Netflix documentary on it.
I have no fucking idea. And I don't want. It's not my business to say.
I think for the family's sake, it's not even worth digging into. Like,
I want them to have
It's already
peace.
happened and it's done.
I want to have Adam on, and I would like to know what he would go down talk about.
I wonder if he would.
Yeah,
but
Adam was. Listen,
Bob is missed.
He is missed, dude. He raised. You could say he partially raised you and me because
more than partially.
Yeah, like I had my own. Like you grew up.
I was to me, Bob was a celebrity.
Yeah,
I was excited to meet.
Yeah, you grew up
watching Bob. I'm age appropriate for Full House and America's Funniest Home Videos.
Yeah, you grew up watching it. Like when that show was a hit, I moved out here to pursue acting, so I wasn't doing it. So you were a TGI Friday kid.
Yes.
But then once he did my show, and I'd done guest spots for him before, and he was, oh, you're Philly, I'm Philly, and then.
But your humor with him was always that same angle. Like even on Jamie Kennedy Experiment. The bit was that you were, and correct me if I'm wrong, big fan of the show, so I think I remember correctly. You were a tour guide for like Hollywood TMZ bus tour type thing.
Yeah.
And you were like, oh, as part of the tour, we can actually go inside the celebrity's house.
I didn't have a lisp, but go ahead.
No, maybe that's the character you were doing.
Okay.
And so then you went into the house, and it was Bob Saget's house. And, like, the joke was that it was Bob Saget. And at first, it's, like, vanilla ice cream everywhere.
Yeah.
And as you get further in, it becomes, like, dildos and, like, fucking human head in the fridge type shit.
Yeah.
Which is, like, always playing opposite of Bob's public persona. And you knowing that that's actually Bob's humor. That goes back to what I'm saying about like why I think you guys connected so well, because even that skit that you gave him, that probably was one of the first times in a long time. Bob was working Blue obviously in 86 and 87, but there's like a 10-year stretch where Bob was vanilla ice cream, Skip Schultz jokes, the works.
Well, hold on. The first time I saw Bob, which made the impression on me, it was, are you ready for this lineup?
Yeah.
It was
probably legendary. It's like David Letterman, Jay Leno, Bob Saget,
it was
and Rodney.
I think it was Bob Nelson. I think that's his name, who did the football pad jokes.
Yeah.
It was Kinnison.
Wow.
It was someone else.
Yeah.
Dice.
Wow.
And Bob. That was the HBO young comedian special from Dangerfield.
Sure.
And Bob went on and he said a joke, which now is probably going to. He said, I have a girlfriend of 8 years. And he goes, she's this tall. And it was killed. Okay.
No. That's his humor.
He came out and he had so many. And I was like, so I saw him before Full House as that guy. He was
that's
as
what I'm saying.
dirty.
That was my point.
And as dark as anyone else. Then he got
what he
picked.
loved about you, that you knew that.
But he was the only guy in a tie.
Right.
And he was the only guy. He had tweed jacket on. Everyone else was all fucking crazy and rock. And then
Sam Kinnison's like a little leather vest.
Yeah. And so and he killed and everyone else killed. And it's one of the most legendary specials I've ever watched. And I was 16 and I was at the All American Boys. I was at John's house because he had cable. And so we were watching it, and it was like, this guy was insanely hilarious, and we also loved him because we found out he was from Philly. And so that's my first.
That's right.
My first thing with Bob, And then he blew up a year later, literally off a fucking Full
And
House.
here's the thing.
But then America's Funniest Video,
Yeah.
forget it, The Moon.
He wasn't even the first Danny Tanner on Full House. It was another actor that he replaced.
Yeah, who was it?
Can't think of the name, but it's another guy did like the pilot, and they were like,
So let me go back. So he had that. So then he had the image in America that he was one way.
America's Dad.
Yes, and then
Bill Cosby was on one channel, Bob was on the other.
100%.
Yeah.
Yo, dude, fucking poor. So that's a lot. So long story is that much as I want to take credit, I have to give credit to, I think Chappelle was the first one, because in Half Baked,
Oh, right.
Suck Dick. You know, it's like Suck Dick. I don't know if Bob played Bob in Half Baked or he played a character, but Bob Saget saying, you know, it's like Suck Dick for Coke.
Yeah.
Killed, hilarious. Then
Shocking.
Then it was me, and it was a different version of that. And then I think it was Entourage.
Yeah.
So there was a 3-part thing of Bob doing this against the grain,
And he loved doing.
and we were a big part of that. The Rolling of Saget was basically, literally, you wrote the lyrics because you're a really clever lyricist, but you
decisive also.
But yeah, Derek did too. But you're also, there were some facts in those lyrics.
Yeah.
So it's like,
So factual that he made me change some of the lyrics.
yeah. So
If you know what I'm talking
and
about.
by the way, Sabella shouts out. You know what I'm saying?
She looks good.
So it's
Still looks good.
yeah. So it was a lot going on at the time, and Bob. It was inspired by Bob, and like literally when we were shooting the video, and that'll be a whole other story. George Lucas. I'll give you a quick story, but I don't want to go. But George Lucas goes to Moose Home Frank's every Thursday. He eats with his daughter. He happened to be there. He came on set. And
he walked through the wrong door.
He walked through the wrong door. He saw the red camera. We were early on the red, and he's a technology nut. And I think it was you or somebody said, "What's Michael McDonald doing here?"
All of this is in Cable Guy Jeff's movie.
And fucking, you're like, dude, that's not Michael. That's fucking George Lucas. And George was, he's like, "What's the aperture? What's your RPM?" Pullback would be very interesting, so you don't need a split diopter.
No, but then his daughter's like, "Is that Bob Saget?"
Yeah. And then somebody goes to Bob and they go, "Bob, George Lucas is in here." And you're like, "Get him." Of course, him. He's like, "Get him in the video game." Long story. And then Bob, just literally across the room with 2 chicks on his arm, because it's in the video, he goes, "Hey, Lucas. What's up with Boba Fett?" Or something to the effect of,
"Can I get Boba Fett to blow me?"
yeah, like
something like that.
Boba Fett gonna blow me? Like,
Yeah.
And George was like, "What?" And he goes, "Hey, George, Bob, good to see you, man. Big fan." And George was smitten.
His daughter was a huge fan of Bob.
Huge fan of Bob, but also George was smitten by Bob too.
Dude, George was the coolest.
And long story, not
And
boring.
Jamie's dad.
And then my dad went up and he goes,
The original UFO searcher.
yeah, he went up to George and he didn't even say anything. He goes, "Star Wars, a documentary.
Yeah, he's like, "You're the guy that makes those
Aliens.
space movies."
When they going to tell us? When are you going to tell us?" And that's how he talks. So
Yeah, you got a Newport?
shouts out. So to heaven. And so poor. So
Jamie.
George Lucas Bob took charge of the situation. George in the video. The rest is history. But what I'm saying is the video was inspired by the lyricist that you guys wrote, but also Bob's life.
Real life. Also real life.
And
Going
then
out
we
with
end
him
up
was like that.
we end up living that life and going to clubs in Vegas and forget it,
You know who I saw recently?
And
Deep Roy. You got to get him on your pod.
I got him because sometimes he's been hot and cold with me.
Dude, he's still the same guy. I couldn't even believe it.
Where'd you see? Oh, you saw him in a con?
Yeah, because
What are you making a con, by the way?
Not like you.
Are you? You see my lines, right?
You got lines.
But what are you doing? Are you doing 3? Can you pull 3?
Depends what the show is.
Are you literally holding up a fucking a Care
Special
Bear?
deal?
A Care Bear?
My Pet Monster doll.
My Pet Monster doll, a fanny pack from
A
Magic
School
Bus.
Bus. Magic School Bus.
Big fanny pack seller. All right.
Donnie Darko. That's not bad.
I know, bro.
Yeah.
You Donnie. I see
should be
Greg. I see Greg the Bunny a lot. Jimmy, by the way, got big.
Frank the Bunny.
Oh, Jimmy. It's Frank the Bunny, but Jimmy's
Greg
got guns.
the Bunny was a different show.
Jimmy's got guns now.
Does he?
Yeah.
Pipes?
I haven't seen him since Germany, but I just saw him on Instagram.
James Duval has probably, who you're talking about, who played Frank the Bunny
Frank the
in
Bunny.
Donnie Darko,
Yeah.
has probably, if I was to guess, like if you were to go on IMDb and how many credits does he have, the line I would put is probably like 250 would be the line for how many credits he has. I could be wrong, but it's like that's the opening line.
So he's running them through.
Dude, he's been in so many things.
He's
a working actor.
He's giving Trejo a run.
Oh, yeah. He's in everything. There's so many people that know him.
Yeah.
Because he's just like...
I didn't know that many.
He's just a friendly guy that like will just be in your shit.
Beautiful soul.
Should I look it up?
You should, but hold on. Let's finish the Bob conversation.
Yes.
Anyway, shouts out to Bob. We love it. Yes, I felt a certain way about the situation, but these things happen. And they should
It's awful.
Yes. No, I'm talking about the non-inviting thing.
Oh, yeah, that sucks. I'm obviously over it now, but I didn't have a chance. I haven't seen you.
Yeah.
And I haven't had a chance to talk publicly with like a platform of people that might actually pay attention to this story.
Do you want this in?
I think it should be in.
I'll give you a cut of the pod.
First of all, I have nothing but respect for John Stamos.
Stamos is the man.
Stamos is the fucking man.
Stamos,
and it would
Stamos.
not, and it wouldn't be in the realm of my thinking that Stamos or Adam Saget or any of those people would be thinking, "Oh my God, Bob died," and within the next couple thoughts, "Oh, I better call Jamie."
Get me Jamie and Stu. Like,
Right.
no, dude, I don't
I'm
even
not
know who.
expecting that of them.
I don't even know who planned it.
But I also just feel like we didn't even have the option. We didn't even know.
Bro, I didn't
where
know
it
his
was.
wife. His
Yeah.
wife might have planned it.
Yeah.
You can't listen.
Yeah.
You can't.
So just let her
People
know.
are
We love
grieving.
Bob
We
so
love Bob.
much,
Yes.
and we feel sick that we couldn't
don't-
be there to be a part of the tribute because
Well,
I think we would have
we can
added
do our
to
own.
it.
Well, it's okay. We can do our own.
We could have added to it.
We can do our own.
We could have fucking.
We can do our own. You can't make it about you.
It's not about me.
Listen,
I love you, Bob.
we love it. I love you, Bob. Listen, man, and I love you, bro. Before
And your
you're-
brother's name is Bob.
Yeah, it's Robert. I think this is a good time to stop because we could go for 33 hours.
Well, we should end on a happier note.
Okay, what? That's a good note. I mean, it was real.
Well, I know, but that's like sad.
Okay, well, where can people find you? What are you doing right now?
I'm looking up James Duvall's IMDb.
But what are you doing in life?
I'm making movies, man.
But are you
I'm making pictures.
out of LA?
I mean, I'm here right now, but I've been in Toronto for a long time
Why?
because that's where the action is, baby.
For you, because you do the CanCon.
Yes. Okay, I was wrong about James
He doesn't
Duvall's
have
credits.
250.
He's got 163.
Yeah,
That's a lot.
that's a lot. Yeah,
How many do you have?
I'm up there. I bet I
Think
have
you
one.
have more than he does?
No, I bet I have 108. In terms of movies,
Let's take it out.
did you just do movies only or all
I
appearances?
just looked up like actor credits.
Okay,
Jamie
I'm-
Kennedy
I'm up there.
from television. Jamie Kennedy, how many movies have you been in that are on IMDb?
I mean, if you want to movies and TV, it's different.
112.
I wasn't off. Yeah, 112. Not that far behind Jimmy.
You probably made a lot more money though for those 112.
I did all right.
Yeah.
You got to get a piece.
I'm going to look up me now.
You got to get a piece. Little piece of the back.
Of 108 things, you're probably doing pretty well.
Well, I only have a piece of about 8. But I won't do one thing without a piece now.
Oh yeah, you're getting pieces?
Of course, if I did Vandits, I would have fucking got a nice piece of that shit.
105.
So you're not bad.
You're at 108.
Yeah, you're right near me.
Neck and neck.
Now, are we working actors or are we hoes?
Well, you're making money. So,
But you're making some money now.
yeah, different
Now, hold
money.
on, before we go.
I'm making movies.
Why are you in Toronto? Did you give up on LA?
No, I didn't give up on it, but there's opportunities there that existed. Just like I think you could appreciate it, being that you're a hustler and a grinder. That, I went to Toronto and my brother-in-law, Adam Rodness, who we started a company together.
Yeah, your whole company used to work for me.
Yes. And so now we're there in Toronto. And there was a company that this is now going back 6 years where we were in the right room at the right time where someone was like, "Hey, Stu, you're a director, right?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Adam, you're a producer?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "You guys want to make a horror movie?" And we're like, "Sure." And then they're like, "Okay, let's do it." And we left there thinking like, "Okay, sure." Like every meeting that you ever go to in the history of the business, it's always like, "We're going to do it for sure." Like 10 out of 10 times. Maybe not for you because you get in fights with people, but
No, but 10 out of 10 times it doesn't happen.
it doesn't happen.
I usually get one of them, though.
And at the end of the meeting, though, it's like always like, "Oh, sounds great. We're going to do it." Like people are so fake in these meetings.
Fake
So
fucks.
when someone says to me, "Oh, you're going to make a movie," it's like, yeah, okay, sure. A couple weeks later, they hit us back. Adam called me, "You better get back to Toronto." They just sent us a contract. I'm like, to do what? They're like, to make a horror movie. And so we didn't even have a script. So we like, we'll save this for another time. But bottom line is, we got our shit together. We did a movie. And now 6 movies later, our new movie's called Vandits, which just came out in Canada. It played in the theaters even in Canada. And it's going to come out in 2023 in the United States of these Americas.
Really?
And it's a movie that
Where?
I offered you the movie role, a role in the movie. You obviously, the time that we were shooting was during the strictest of the COVID times.
And I couldn't go because why?
And you couldn't go because you were not immunized.
Because I couldn't get the.
Because you didn't get the
And
jabberoo.
you also wanted me to get the jabberoo.
Because I wanted you to be in the movie.
So this dude would have killed me
You would
for
have
a
died.
fucking VOD movie.
Exactly.
How would you have felt?
I would have. Well, at least I would have been included in the service. I think.
Definitely.
If you passed away, I think someone would call me.
It was 25,000 and a piece of the back. My life
Anyway,
is worth
the guy
more.
who ends up playing the role killed it.
Yeah, he's a
And
great actor.
The movie's great, and I'm really happy about it. And I'm sure our time
It looks like a good movie.
yeah, it's good. And our time will come again. Obviously, I'm not worried about that.
But you got to get out of fucking communist Canada.
Yeah. Well, I'm up in Canada, and there's
I love
you know,
Canada, but it's different now, isn't it?
I like it, but there's people
Come on.
there's people that don't like it.
People
but
don't
I
like
it.
Trudeau.
You know what? Why would I not like Trudeau? Let's put it this way: what did he used to be before he was the Prime Minister of Canada? Do you know?
It was a guy with blackface at a party.
No, and you're one to bring that up. So edit that out.
Mine were characters.
Right. His wasn't.
It was shoe
Anyway,
polish.
fuck all that. Cut. My point is, he was a drama teacher beforehand.
Was it his dad, like the prime minister
Dad
too?
was also the prime minister.
Yeah, so I mean,
he was
he's a
like
nepo
born
baby.
into the thing and
Nepo
blah blah blah.
baby. You know, nepo baby.
What business am I in?
You're in
So the guy
Hollywood.
who's the president or the prime minister of
Oh.
Canada,
It's a good look, yeah.
he's going to support the arts, like all these
It's
tax
perfect for
credits
you.
and all these benefits
No.
and these grants. He's
Bro.
the prime minister, and I'm in business because of this guy.
I love Canada.
Right.
I love the people.
Sure.
I love the slutting place. The problem is they say once you get in, you can't get out.
Well, maybe you can't, but
How many do you have?
well, now you don't need any to get into Canada, so you can come. Justin Trudeau lifted all of those
Okay.
regulations.
That's good. And
That's
by the
already
way,
almost a year ago. that
Xi
happened.
Jinping dressed him down at the World Economic
saw
Forum.
that.
You saw that? But hold on. The fact that we both know that's insane.
It's
Hold
nuts.
on. Levine's been hitting me up lately.
Oh, boy.
I wonder if he has the.
I doubt it.
Okay, so there you go.
But you don't need to have the
Okay.
to come to Canada anymore.
That's
but
good
you
to
know
know.
where you do need to have the to
What?
come to? USA.
Not me. Where?
Well, you're American. But if
Oh,
you're
to
in the-
get in?
Yeah.
Oof.
Still got to have the.
No, off a plane?
You have to even to get on the plane.
So you're telling me
Right now, if I'm from
someone's coming from Lithuania. They have really?
yes.
That's fucking evil.
I'll tell you what though. I can't believe we spoke for 4 hours and we didn't even get into that. And I'm kind of happy.
We can't.
I don't even want to.
All right, don't.
I have
End it on another note.
COVID fatigue, and not because I have.
How many
COVID.
times have you had it?
Once.
How many things you got?
3.
Are you looking to do more?
No. Not because I don't believe it. It's because I just like everybody else.
How do you feel?
I feel like I feel fine. Like I don't feel. I feel.
You're the type of dude that might have gotten the fucking salt saline.
Oh,
which
they
is
gave
smart.
me the fakie.
Well, not even you have that type of luck. Stu's the type of dude walks out of a building, you and a guy named David Glasser, and you're like, "Phew, what about that building, right? You guys both walk out, things torched up. Somehow you guys get out. So you have that luck.
Maybe. I mean, I also don't have the health conditions that other people have.
Yeah.
For example, you.
Me.
So when you tell me that you can't do it for whatever reason, I'm not here to fight with you on that.
You're open-minded.
Yeah, but I also don't. I don't think that it's fake. Like I think COVID is real.
I do too.
And I think that the vaccine.
Don't say
at
that
least-
word.
Okay. And I do think that
I do
the
too.
COVID vaccine, which was introduced by Mr. Trump,
Oh yeah.
I think that the point of the vaccine wasn't in a like, how are
Can't
we
say
gonna,
all these words.
How are we gonna fuck up everybody? I think people were trying to fight this thing that was killing everybody, and so whatever science changes, obviously, and at the time, whatever they thought was right, and now it's not right, or it is right, or it isn't right.
That's another conversation.
But yeah, it's another conversation for another time.
day.
These are buzzwords that get us banned
Yes,
from YouTube.
that's why I have to. Yes, can't say any of that. That's why I go. So listen.
So you can come into Canada now without.
So let's figure out the next picture.
Yeah, you should come.
I need $500,000 for Granny.
I can't do well.
Jesus, 250's fine. Listen, love you, buddy.
You got 250 hard cash?
No, you get it.
Oh, I can get that.
And I don't want it in Canadian. Listen, where can people find you?
Well,
Go see your movies. Go see his new movies. Last movie's amazing.
Faking a Murder.
Faking a Murder.
Jamie really loved that movie.
I gave it high praise. It's a Jamie Kane experiment mixed with many other forms.
And you can watch that on anywhere that like Tubies and wherever you find. You know, maybe you'll get to play on the Jamie Kennedy channel on the Tyler Perry network.
Byron Allen. Close.
Oh shit! Is that what it is?
Yes, but that's
also a legend.
Yes.
Byron Allen is the one who's running that. That makes more sense.
Yeah, BA.
Because you also have worked with Tyler Perry before.
TP.
I'm not crazy.
No, I did that.
I didn't make that up.
I did.
What show were you on?
I was in a movie called Good Deeds.
That's what it was.
Yes. I was the gay housemate. I got cut a lot. It's a weird moment. You said Tyler Perry and then Byron Allen. Two totally different people, but both moguls. Both
moguls.
Black moguls.
Sure.
Byron just bought the biggest house in Malibu.
I'm sure.
Mazel.
We used to go around when we were doing our New Year's special. We were like, oh, the Byron Allen model. We were like, he was like a hero to us.
Byron is a hero.
Because he was like buying the time slot and putting whatever on.
Still a hero.
And he fucking made it happen.
Yeah, that's a whole other conversation. But Byron literally is 100% self-made.
Yeah.
So.
Smart guy.
It could be on that channel.
Yeah. But it's not.
But bottom line is go watch this movie Vandits. Go watch Faking a Murder.
Sure.
Go watch the fucking, what is it? Scarecrow?
Jack of All Trades.
Jack of All Trades. Amazing documentary about
baseball cards.
But really your relationship
like
with your dad.
Sure.
It's beautiful.
Vulnerable.
Jeff Garland's favorite baseball card documentary.
Yes. God bless him.
And that's it.
A very specific thing.
Well, I just remember his
favorite baseball card
He loved it.
Yeah.
Where can people find you? It was great fun on Twitter and Instagram.
All of it. Yeah, Stu Stone.
Listen, I love you, buddy.
Love you
we
too,
could talk for hours.
I'm glad that you're doing well.
I'm trying.
That you seem to have this new freedom.
You love this studio, though.
This is like my dream.
You got a little heart.
I think you built like a fucking great clubhouse, and the exciting part about it to me is that how much. Even after all these years, I still see elements of Stu all over the place.
You're all over the place, buddy. You're part of my life.
Yeah.
I love you, dude.
Yeah.
You've made some of the most creative things I've ever been involved in.
Thank you.
Let's be real.
And you too, by the way.
All right. Listen, everybody. Like, subscribe, get involved. Go look at my Patreon. Go follow Stu. More episodes to come. If you like them to come back, I'll make them another app. Peace.